Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Trevis, with another TrevisTries, and yes, we are once again trying some donuts. I officially am declaring myself a donut addict. I'm addicted to donuts. I love donuts. If you watched any of these videos before, where we're reviewing the different Krispy Kreme, certain little specialty items they've been dropping here and there, you already know. We like donuts. So, I like reviewing the more national brand stuff because that gives people the opportunity all across the country to tune in and be like, hey, I should try that donut. But for this episode of Trevis Tries Donuts, we're focusing on something that's more local. I don't think they have a chain. I'm pretty sure this is just local spot in Orlando, Florida, called The Salty. Donuts, coffee, vibes. They got the vibes. So I've already had donuts from this place, but I follow them on Facebook, which if you are trying to avoid donuts, and you like donuts as much as I do, the worst thing to do is to follow them on social media, because when they drop something sexy, a new donut that you haven't tried yet, you're gonna go do it. So they just dropped a new one, and it's Butterbeer, kind of like the Harry Potter drink they have at Universal Studios. So we're like, hey, let's go get that one, but let's go try all the other ones we haven't tried yet. So this is the items. I'm trying to tilt as much as possible without making a mess. So here we have 6 donuts from the Salty. So let's go ahead and go through them here. So this is a peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. This is the butterbeer. It's actually got, even though it's a hold donut, it is filled with butterbeer. Their butterbeer icing they have. This is a blueberry, I think it's a blueberry, like a blueberry cake donut, which we love, with a glaze of blueberry, and then also this like a little coffee toffee crumble on top. This one down here is their cinnamon roll donut. This is brown butter and sea salt, which the girl behind the counter said this is one of her top ones. And of course we have a cookies and cream crunch. Cookies and cream crunch, I believe, is the name of this one. So we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna try the donuts and tell you guys if we like it, if we don't like it, if we love it, if we hate it. We also decided to prepare with an ice cold glass of almond milk. I've been drinking almond milk for years now, and I think I like it better than regular milk, which is why I keep drinking it. So, first things first, let's go with this blueberry bad guy here. This is the blueberry, and I think it's like a coffee crumble on top here. So let's go ahead and try it, shall we? So it is that good cakey kind of donut that we like, and it is blueberry inside, so it's not just a blueberry icing. It's not as pronounced of a blueberry flavor, so if you normally have those blueberry cakey donuts, and you're like, this is too much blueberry, it's too fruity or too sour or whatever, this one definitely tones it down. I'm not getting any of that coffeeness. I mean, I really like that donut. It's a good donut, but it's very, even though it's like covered in blueberry icing and it is a blueberry donut in the middle, it's not, I could barely tell that's a blueberry donut, which depends on how much you like blueberry donuts, if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Moving on. Let's do the cinnamon roll one next. I don't think this is filled with anything. It's just a cinnamon roll donut. I feel like the bread's kind of sour, like a sourdough. The bread's interesting. It doesn't taste like a traditional donut flour concoction. So this isn't a bad thing, but the donut is a lot more saltier. Like the dough tastes a little salty, and this concoction on top has got a little saltiness to it, more than we thought we would expect to have there. I don't dislike the donut, but I do think that the flour, it's a little bland. So a donut needs to be, when you create a donut, the donut itself, before you put anything in it or on top of it, the donut itself has to be a great donut. If this was completely naked, I feel like it would be closer to a bagel than a donut. Like, I'm not getting any of the sweet donut stuff. In fact, like I said, it's like a salty sourdough kind of thing. Not bad, but I don't think the donut without the toppings is a standalone donut, which is definitely important. So this one is a brown butter sea salt. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what brown butter is, different from other butter. It's like a cinnamony butter. We don't know. But we're going to figure it out together. That's a very interesting flavor. So the donut in the middle, nothing sexy in the middle, but I think this is a much... They definitely use different dough for the cinnamon roll one. I think this is an okay standalone donut without the stuff on top, but the sea salt, like, you know, sometimes the salted donuts, they put like sprinkle salt on top. This entire icing is like salt icing mixed with butter, a buttery, salty icing. Which sounds horrible, because I don't want a salted icing. Like, I don't want liquid salt to be poured over a donut. This is like the peak amount of salt, though, before it starts getting too salty. This is a very interesting icing. I'm gonna do one more bite. If you were getting a donut with like a cup of coffee, I feel like you'd go that direction. Because it's simple, there's nothing crazy on top, it's not messy, it's just one icing, but the icing they choose with that buttery saltiness, it's very interesting. I don't think I've had a donut with that kind of icing before. Alright, next one we have is the cookies and cream crunch thingy here. Alright, something about this chocolate icing I don't like. Almost, it's got a little coffeeness to it. So this is a very thick donut, and this is not a standalone donut. So if there was no icing on this whatsoever, this by itself I would not want to eat, because it's just fluffy dough. Like, there's something delicious about it, the dough stuff. So you pretty much, when you get a donut like this that's huge, fluffy, and has no real flavor inside, you're banking on everything on top of it. Or if they inject like a jelly inside of it, you're banking on everything they do after they cook the donut to kind of take the donut away to the promised land. And this one, after the first bite, does not. It's just so fluffy for no reason. Definitely salty. Maybe that's what this is. This is like a salty chocolate glaze. So everybody knows that my favorite milkshake is cookies and cream milkshake. So whenever I go for a cookies and cream donut, I'm always like, yes, it's going to be great. So far, that's my least favorite one. This one is a peaches and cream. This is a solid donut, as you can tell here. Solid. It's got filled with some peach, like a peach cobbler with some, I guess that's like an oatmeal granola top. This one should be good. We love filled donuts. Look at that. Look at that. See that cream right there? Like the, looks like kind of like a Boston or Bavarian cream. I know this place is called the Salty, but a lot of these donuts are salty. I know it makes sense because it's called the Salty, so they kind of prep you for that, but a lot of these donuts are salty. Some of them in a good way, like that butter and salt one, and some of them, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so one of my favorite donuts is like a jelly-filled donut, like a red jelly, raspberry, strawberry jelly, grape jelly even filled donut. This isn't jelly. This is like a cream, but they have chunks of peach with this peachy, like I said, peachy Boston cream consistency stuff in there. I like this one. I feel like, so the standalone donut by itself is just a just salty dough. But I do like things that are filled with stuff, and this definitely has a good chunk of filling, as you see there. And those chunks of peaches are legit. Yeah. So, the filling makes up for the salty donut. And now finally we have their newest thing that brought me to this place. This is bigger. I think this is bigger and fluffier than all the other donuts. This is the Butterbeer. We waited there 15 minutes because this gets sold out so quick. They have to keep making them so fast. So we waited 15 minutes to make sure we got one of these babies. This is filled with a Butterbeer Cream inside. Here we go. Once again, a very salty donut. We're not a huge fan of butterscotch, which is why we don't like the Butterbeer drinks and stuff they have in the Harry Potter worlds, Universal Studios. But sometimes butterscotch works itself out. I'm going to try to see. You see it's filled there at the top here. All right, let me get a few more bites inside so we can get to the grits and the gravy of this donut before we make a decision. So it's definitely one of the more saltier donuts. And the butterscotch isn't a butterscotch that I dislike. It's I don't know, like, you know how like salted toffee, it's pretty much a salted toffee donut. Have you ever had salted toffee? Or salty toffee. But if you love saltiness and you like stuff that is filled, that is definitely something you should try. I don't think I personally would order that again, but that's because I get donuts just to try them. The ones I really like, I get again. I don't hate that one. I like that it's filled because we like the filling, the creamy custardy butterscotch, but I feel like it's just a little bit too salty for me. Okay, so let's do a review. The blueberry. We always love blueberry. We love cake donuts, so that's good. So that's I would get that again. The cinnamon roll, it's just a salty piece of dough with glaze on top. I probably wouldn't order that again. The brown butter and salt one, the sea salt, that was so surprising. I might actually get that one again. Like I said, it's a coffee donut. You have to have coffee with that. Cookies and cream, crunch, that's a pass. Peaches and cream, I like the peaches. I like the cream, so I would get that one again. And then the butterbeer, I would not order that again. So 3 I would get again would be the blueberry, the peaches and cream, and the brown butter and sea salt. As long as I had some coffee or something to drink with it. And we had this whole glass of milk. I didn't even drink the milk the entire time because we're too busy focusing on trying some gosh dang donuts. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is TrevisTries the Salty. Donuts that are from the Salty in Orlando, Florida. If you've been there before, let me know in the comments what you think, what your favorite donut is. If you have something else in Central Florida, so we're going to start knocking out all the Central Florida ones first. If you have something else in Central Florida that you think I should try, you think these are the best donuts of planet Earth, let me know in the comments, and we'll try our best to make that our next TrevisTries Donuts video. But I hope you enjoyed it. Click the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.